Oh, I forgot to turn the AC off. I get so used to having that in the background. Ah, I think I recognize where this is. Yeah. Yeah, I recognize. Yeah, Meh. I have not really streamed Elden Ring for two reasons. One, to backseat gaming. Same reason you don't want to stream Undertale. And two, last time I tried to stream this, the easy anti-cheat solution that From Software uses didn't quite like the fact that I was using OBS, and so the game kept stuttering to the point where I'm like, I'm getting less than 30 frames per second. Seems fine right now, though. We are on NG plus 3, and I'm just trying out daggers, because I'm using longswords for a while. Too long, really. I've got my longsword, there's the broadswords, there's Warhawk Talons in inventory, got my Hollow Knight stuff. I was starting to upgrade some Greatswords, partially why I need smithing stones. I got this White-Hander I'm having fun with. This for if I need fire damage. I used the scimitars throughout NG plus... Actually, I think through this NG too. I upgraded this to try out, so I do curved greatswords, same with the twin blades. Brought the axes out of storage, because maybe I'll use those. Fists have been fun. Great Stars has been reliable. That's about it. I'm really not sure what skills to put on the dagger. Like, the right-hand dagger, it's Chilling Mist, because Cold and Bleed I have found has been a good pair. But for the offhand dagger, I mean, parry for now, but the downside is I can't do Chilling Mist without two-handing. Yeah, there's Sora. Don't think there's a smithing stone in here. To more concretely answer your question, have I completed this? Yes. As far as I'm aware, 100% as well. I mean, I have all the achievements, and I explored all of the map on my first playthrough, and then I had to explore it all again on my second playthrough so I can dual wield all the unique weapons. And now I'm on my third, because, you know, gotta get that third ending type. So, a little burnt out on having to thoroughly explore everywhere, but... Oh, I've already killed the Elden Beast on NG plus 3. I just gotta get the Smithing Stones before NG plus 4. Oh god, even Jezebel was hard for me my first playthrough when I was doing free battles. Ugh. Which... no. It kind of depends, I think, which route you're on for how hard it is, but I know now that this route is the hardest. I remember what I'm doing now. I'm doing Selen's quest line. Or rather, to start it, I have to go to somewhere around here. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, after Lucifer, she is the worst boss. Oh, toughest boss? Yeah, toughest boss. Oh, right here. I see you. How do I want to do this? Hey there, Monko. Actually, it should be parryable, but I don't want to do a parry with a dagger. Missed parry with a dagger drains all my stamina. Oh, that does damage. Actually, why wouldn't it do damage? Oh, I came back from church? Well, welcome back then. Yeah, I'm not sure how doing no free battles from scratch is going to play out like you're doing. Obviously, it's hell, and it would be tough, but you're finding out just how tough. For me, I carried over my demons and did no free battles because it's just overpowered. Even then, Maka is definitely a scarce resource, as are levels for the humans. Oh, that's like my... Wait, that's the third one, right? Oh, you've never seen any gameplay of that? Wow. Alright, you have just a PS3, right? You don't have a PS4 or PS5. Makes sense you wouldn't be able to play it. But I still am surprised you haven't, like, heard much about it, and... Because, I mean, when this game came out, it really did take the cultural zeitgeist by storm. What do I want for here? Yeah, I guess I can stick with the Greatswords. With that, we go with Mogs, and then passive healing. It released early in the year, so hard to tell if it really will be Game of the Year, but definitely a contender at the very least. Just, we're halfway through the year. Gotta see what releases later on.
Dear customer, yes, right this way, right this way. Welcome, valued customer. Come, trade in our wandering emporium. Please, buy something. I'm hungry. I've been hungry so long. Please?
I'll take that. I'll restock my arrows. I have this armor set already. Is there an alternate? Might be an alternate. Wait, do I have a second? You know, I might not have a second set of this. Okay. And then... what do I have to sell? I have to sort everything. I start all my duplicates. There is a max storage capacity to your item box, your quote-unquote bottomless item box. I've hit it, and so I had to sell off a lot of duplicates, and now I'm trying to make it a habit to sell off duplicates, but recently I just... trying to keep track of my duplicates in my inventory alongside the ones I actually want to keep got tedious. I even accidentally sold the Witch's Glintstone Crown. Luckily I got a spare, but, you know, don't want that to happen again. Oh, yeah, Elden Ring. Most Dark Souls games, I think, maybe get like 1 million copies sold in their first couple of weeks, but or maybe 3 million lifetime, I think it was. But Elden Ring in the first 2 weeks got like 12 million copies. Like it really did just explode in popularity out of nowhere. Oh, hello. Okay. Oh, I don't have the sniping bolt. Okay. I fought through here like once, and I'm like, nah, I don't have to fight through here again, so I'm not gonna. I'm just wandering through here. Bloodborne? No, I never had a PS4. I mean, I would like to play it, but not enough to justify the cost of buying a PlayStation 4. How's your favorite boss? Because the one that's the most fun to fight really does depend on my skill level and equipment at the time. I think early on, Star Scourge for Dawn was probably a favorite. More recently, I've had some fun with the late game bosses because I've started to use buffs. It's a good question. Yeah, I'm just gonna walk past them. If they follow me, I kill them. If they don't, then we're good. Oh, Dark Souls 2? That's honestly, I ranked it as my favorite. The reason being is because of the PvP. So Dark Souls 2 has the most balanced PvP out of all the Souls games, which is why it's my favorite. However, I totally get why people don't like it, because Dark Souls 2 had a very troubled development process. I think it changed directors mid-development like twice. A total of 3 game directors. Basically, because Miyazaki went on to work on Bloodborne, but they wanted to do a sequel, they had their B. I don't know if B team's the right term, but it's the most common term thrown out there. Work on it. Other people, and the first 2 people in charge really botched it. The third person came along and actually got things swinging into gear, but by then they had like less than a year or something until release, and so he just had to kind of patch things up and hope for the best. And so when you play through the PvE in Dark Souls 2, you'll notice a bit more incongruities and jank. Like, the most incongruous thing is there's one level that's like you scale up a giant windmill tower, and at the very top of the windmill tower, and you enter from the outside, so you can see it's top of the tower. You get up to the top, and there's an elevator, and it goes up. Yes, you heard that right. It goes up. And apparently, up through the sky lies a fucking fortress in the middle of a volcano. Like, what? Like, the levels in themselves might be cool, but how they're connected is a little questionable. And some of the hidden collision boxes on the enemies are also questionable. On the player, they're pixel perfect, but not on all the enemies. There's some, there'd be some jank. Nah, it's not. It's not weird to find Monster Hunter combat to be better. I'd say Monster Hunter combat is more fleshed out than Dark Souls. The reason I'm not going up there is because I know there's a boss up there that I won't be able to, like, talk and fight at the same time. Actually, what can I do? That's why Handred. Yeah. The third game director, though, he was on there from start to finish for the DLC for Dark Souls 2, and that is like some of the best DLC out there. Like in turn, so he really did know what he was doing. And it's just he kind of got handed a sinking ship or a stinking pile of shit and just had to make the best of it. So the base game is it's pretty meh as far as the PvE goes. It's still enjoyable, but relative to the other ones, it is the weakest link. However, they did actually balance PvP a bit. Still not perfectly, but it's there. Yeah, so that thing's what I have to fight. I don't want to fight it, though. Yep. Also, hi, Frost. It's been a while. Actually, a long time. You are the Frost I'm thinking of. Ah, that's wrong talisman to have equipped, isn't it? Well... Ah, 2 consecutive misses. No. Yeah, as far as Dark Souls goes with the combat freedom, it's... Oh boy. The movesets are simplistic, but there's just a lot of weapon types and a lot of ways you can apply those movesets because the frame data is tied to the animations and the hitboxes are pretty pixel perfect. So like with a physics simulation, you know, like in Half-Life where you can do a lot of things with some simple mechanics, same deal with the movesets in this game, or series. Actually, how much would this even give? Alright. Down it goes. 100k with the 2 boosts. Not great. Yeah, I'd say at the low to mid-level gameplay, that is how it goes. It's usually you wait for the opportunity to attack, and then you get your 1 or 2 hits in, and then you evade the enemy's attack and wait for your opportunity again. When you get really familiar with the bosses, you can honestly stay up in their faces and keep attacking and attacking and attacking, or even stun lock them. But yeah, until you hit that point. And that's not a boss I'm comfortable with. Ah, right, this isn't where I want to go, is it? mean, it's a place I'll have to go eventually, but not where I want to go. No, there's a handful of bosses you can parry, and as well as uh, small number of bosses you can easily stun. At which point, yeah, you can really take full control of the fight with those. I just think I went the entire wrong way, though, when it comes to where I wanted to go. I guess I will just go up and get the... How am I going to... I may as well try out the curved Greatsword. Yeah, work with that, I guess. What, you mean the topic from easy mode? There definitely should never be one of those. Alright. Oh, that wasn't a kill. Alright, so it's 2 hits then. There's the open world. Yeah, that's probably the biggest difference. There is the addition of a mount, as well as the addition of a dedicated jump button. You could jump in the previous games, but you had to, like, sprint and then double tap dodge. Or some let you rebind it to, like, the right stick or something. But it was a very, like, cumbersome way to do a jump, and you had, of course, had to get a running start first, but now you can just jump. I'm kind of hesitant to show the world map because the way they do it is actually pretty awesome. Which is, when you open up the world map, it only lets you zoom out as far as the area you've actually, been to. It doesn't, like, let you zoom out to see the full map, but all blacked out. No, you can only see the parts that are filled in. Since I have the full map, you'll actually get to see the full size of it if I open it up. Yeah, fuck it, let's use still long swords. That should be enough. Now that is the wrong one. Okay. Now then, where are the airs? Where the air is coming from? Oh yeah, you barely got any height with the twos jump. An interesting little fun fact though, Demon Souls had a mantling system. Like if you ran up to a ledge that was like, half height, maybe like hip height or stomach height, you'd actually just mantle over it. Very rarely used in that game, and it never returned in other games either. I don't know, the Soul style gameplay has proven to be popular because it feels like every decision you make on a moment-to-moment basis has significance. Because after all, you have to oh right, we have a no hostility zone, but you're basically locked into attack animations, and you have some tight timings for, well, relatively tight dodge timings. Definitely compared to something like Metal Gear Rising, the dodges require a lot stricter timing. You can still feel the dodges are loose timing though, because I think it's like, what, 13 frames or something? A bit late in the prep. Nope, that's way too early. Yeah, I'm really not sure if I want the parries or not. Yeah, I'll say this. I like good games. And I'm more a fan of action and RPG genres than others, but a good game is a good game. So yeah, I know DMC5 is it's on my wish list, but I don't own it yet. I'm not gonna bother talking to you because you're not why I'm here. I'm just here so I can unlock this grace so I can come back here later. Although I should probably get my Ash of War changed. Oh, congrats. I forgot you're even in high school. So now you gotta find... So now either you enter the trade world, or you find a college to go to. It's a very serious decision because it will determine maybe the next 10 years of your life, or have a great influence on it. But, yeah. Game 2. Yeah, I wonder what exactly you mean by fat. Hmm. But yeah, on the college front, it's tough picking a college because, they're all trying to sell themselves to you. And you do get a degree by the end of it, but the degree should help with job hunting, but by how much it varies. Sometimes it doesn't help much at all. Other times it's literally the only thing you need to qualify for a job. But it is also, if you get into a good college anyways, it is another 4 years to, fuck around and experiment, find out what you like to do and what you're good at doing. And if it's, I don't know what a bad 4 years will be like now. Well, don't sell your liver. You're gonna need that, otherwise you can't detoxify the poisons in your blood. But yeah, I understand it. And plus, if you get a PS4, you can probably play Elden Ring and Bloodborne and Devil May Cry 5. You'd open up some new possibilities if you got one. I guess I'll go back to Bloodhound Step. I really don't know what I... Earthshaker. Could do Earthshaker. Bloodhound Step. Oh yeah, filler. Like all the codec calls and cutscenes in Metal Gear Rising. Yeah, I mean, I don't recommend drinking alcohol, but yeah. Yeah, that's it. If you end up drinking a lot, you're definitely going to need your liver. Oh, dagger does not do much. Right. That. And that should set it. Oh, yeah, there is this thing. Oh, sweet, got it. That one can take a while. Alright, this... I only went down here like once or twice. I'm just not remembering how bad it is. Ugh. Oh, I'm just gonna right past it all. Yes, I think there's a grace towards the bottom. Oh boy. Yeah, here we are. And then we just make you go goodbye by sitting down. Flavored vodka. All I know is I've tried drinking, I think it was wine, on like my 21st birthday, I think. Oh, I don't plan to drink again. I didn't get drunk. No, at the very first sip, it burned my throat so badly I started coughing to the point I almost threw up. My body really rejects alcohol. I don't get how people can drink that. Hello. I'm not fully aware. Like a week ago, I felt top of my game, but lately I've just been off? Out of it? Like a week ago, I felt like I could and actually did parry just by everything I intended to parry. Now I'm like missing enemies are coming at me from my side and whatnot. You know, this isn't really the... Oh, right. Right. That exists. How am I going to tackle this? Because I said I've been using daggers to try them out, but two-handed I like, but dual wield is where the DPS is, and I'm not that fond of dual wield. Interesting blend. Alright, well I ponder what I'm going to do. You know what? Yeah, I can go back to the twin greatswords. wonder what kind of thing that's weak to. Actually, the dagger would be good for black flame, wouldn't it? Oh, back to Gold Scarab. Probably should have put a fire buff on there, but whatever. Okay. Wait, and they, of course, end up going very close to me. Oh, that's that. Ah, that thing probably won't respawn then. Let's see, what game you played for the first time? Oh, for me, I am a complete opposite of that. I'll watch cutscenes repeatedly. Well, not that I enjoy the cutscenes, but I enjoy getting the story and the lore of a game. Immersion and all that. So even the second time through, I may end up watching all the cutscenes again. First time through, I definitely try to get everything and every last bit of dialogue, and oh, right, that thing is here. How am I gonna do this? Yeah, I'll run that. I'm also the type of person who read every book I came across exactly when I found it in Oblivion and Skyrim and eventually Morrowind. And time for one of the more annoying bosses. By annoying, I mean lethal. Oh. Oh. Okay, back off. Oh, sweet, bleed rock. Alright. And yeah, in that regard, Monko, you and I are opposites. We're close to opposites. Oh, that's right, there's an archer. There was an archer. I know I'm in the right general region of the map, but I feel like I'm lost. I don't know where I made the wrong turn. I will say though, in Devil Survivor, I have been trying to skip over everything. There's so much dialogue. And as we've established, Yuzu is an idiot. Complete idiot. Unfortunately, I plan to do her route so I can get the secret ending that I almost got the first time. That's gonna be rough. And also train demons for fighting Satan, because that... I got to phase 3 in Satan's fight, but I didn't get farther than that. Yeah, he uses happy ending. I still don't think it's a happy route overall, but yeah. It's close to one as she'll get. Oh, thank you. Oh, right, I don't think I can go back without teleporting, can't I? Maybe I can drop off the bridge, though. Probably do that. Yes. Yes, there is. Kaido. Yeah, Kaido is a bro through and through. He feels pretty cartoonishly evil at times, but in his true intentions, he's just out there to protect his family. Like, he'll put his desires for world domination aside if it means helping out a bro. Bro in need. This maybe. Oh, no damage. Wait a minute, is this? I almost took the spires for more houses, which would have been a new place. At least a bold place from a new angle. Yep, back at the base. Alright. Oh, right, there's no grays here. Ah, sweet, I have enough runes. Yeah, it costs 1,000,000 runes to level up, and at this point, it's... Part of the reason I want to keep engineering, but the part of the reason I don't want to is because, you know, there's stuff you can only get once per playthrough, and some of that stuff is very valuable, like the max upgrade materials, which is what we're out here trying to get. I know what I need to find, I just forgot how to get there. Oh, right, those guys. Bleed won't work. You know what? Yeah, let's do dual longsword. Oh, I can't do chilling. I can't use the frost build-up, can I? Oh yeah, it's like this everywhere. Probably, yeah, I probably didn't do with that. And then I will slap on Gold Scarab, which will increase rune gain by 20%. And then we do that. And oh right, there's two of them. Well, technically three. Try to aggro them one at a time. And of course, you think you can get in the hit, then you can't. I can't cast that anymore. Fair enough. Okay. Well, let me solo her as a player who would help out other people that were having trouble with Melania. Verdon's just a pretty dang well-designed boss fight, and yeah, everybody seems to have a fetish for running. Originally, I would have said, yes, that is a little weird, you want one of the protagonists to die, or rather, it depends on the protagonist, but now that I've met Yuzu and Devil Survivor, yeah, it's not weird at all. Oh, it's not weird. Alright, I'll just make use of this then, I think. Ah, yeah. It's a time where I never get hit by the grab attack, and that time is not now. Okay. Thought I heard. Alright. Probably a better idea to be doing this then. Alright, that's one down. That's awfully close. Okay. Yeah, I've only been recently using spells more, so I'm not quite sure which ones I should be integrating into my arsenal. Oh, dodged too late. Want to try and get the timing just right. I don't like Harambe more, that's for sure. No. Oh, in the end, punching is the way to go. So I think I heard... Oh, there's just that one over there, but it's far away. That's fine. Yeah, they're a lot easier to handle. No, I don't think there's any kind of route where Yuzu dies. Not that I've found. There are routes where she leaves you, though. But not where she dies. Well, actually, wait a minute. True evil route, she may die. And I think she... I've only happened to read this, I haven't experienced it myself, but I do believe in the one route where she does die, you get to kill her with your own hands. Okay, I need to look at the map. Without zooming out, so where did I want to go? I want to go over here, but how did I get there? It's through the canyon, isn't it? It's through the canyon, isn't it? It's through the canyon. Ugh, been too high up the whole time. Yes, and I've still been playing off stream, although the past 2 days I felt burnt out on it, but yeah. I'm playing off stream too, so we can go on to Devil Survivor 2. Hey there, 10-bit. Been a while. Oh yeah, I won't be needing that. Let's switch over to... I guess daggers. Can hit fast because they rebound off of shields, don't do much stagger damage. It's like, eh. Alright, wolves are over there. Now then, I need to go down. It should do. No, one letter. Altus. Not Atlas. Altus Plateau. Oh yeah, you can. Oh, but... See, we've been playing the overclocked edition, because they made 3DS remasters of both of them. And the remasters are considered definitive editions, so... it's... You're not missing anything major, it's more like quality of life improvements, actually. Some additional demons, some additional skills. Oh, right, in the 8th days, I think. So there is content. Am I making the right turn again? I think I made the... I probably made the wrong turn. Oh, yeah, I have to go. Okay, I see where I have to go. Oh yeah, I'm not going to say the original ones are bad. It's just that if you can, you should play the 3DS remasters. But only if you can. I know, right? It's like, I want to use the dagger, but I'm really not having a great time with it. Greatsword, on the other hand. Let's... When it comes to short weapons, claws and fists are good, but daggers just aren't clicking. Alright, here. I got this out because I think I want to try it, but it's not upgraded, so it's not going to be useful. But this should be useful up ahead. if I want to. Yeah, I'll keep with it. Oh yeah, I'll keep with it. Oh, hello. So, yeah, okay. Alright, that should be it. Except this guy's not dead. Okay, who? You. And there's more of them. Of course there's more of them. Of course the buff runs out. Yeah, if you aren't buffed with holy damage, then skeletons have to be killed a second time. Yeah. Alright. So let me solar, I think it was right hand was Rivers of Blood, left hand was an Uchi Katana. And I don't have the helmet on me, but it's just a pot on his head, otherwise naked. I don't want to use an OP crutch though. I get becoming powerful, and I do like becoming more powerful, but I also want to improve my own skill at the game. And when you're getting carried by your gear, you can't really get better. Might be then argue why not go with your fists then. Oh. That does mean going all skill, but said I feel that skilled about it. Oh yeah, let me solo her ascended into a modern day legend, that's for sure. Oh, right. Over here. How am I gonna do this? Yeah, punching him in the face might be for the best. Then congrats if you actually have. For right now, though, I have to deal with some fucking basilisks. Not all of them for now? For now, I think there's 5, though. Wait, did he really hop over 2,000? Damn. Okay, no Death Cloud for now. You know what, I was just gonna unlock this cave so that I have it for later, but I'm probably gonna forget that I haven't done the cave yet, so may as well go do it now. Now then, torch, 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 torch. Oh, okay, we can't go back. You know what? Let's go finish my initial objective and then come back here. Yeah, I mean, and apparently the netcode for PC is still pretty bad. I'm not sure right now because I haven't tried recently. But for a long time, trying to get multiplayer going on PC is just a no. And oh, hello. Oh, I didn't get it in time. There you go. Herbo. I can get past the first. Not necessarily. I mean, I have seen one-shot videos for Elden Ring from Inferno Plus and Infa. So I know it can take 20 seconds to kill everything. But yeah, average player though, 5 minutes for sure. If they don't die. It's one thing I know is that people who summon phantoms tend to not be good at the game. Oh, me? No, well, you know it's PC, and it's with a DualShock 3, also known as a PlayStation 3 controller. It's just... You know how old the controller is? Yeah, it doesn't have PC support, so Steam is kind of masking it as an Xbox controller, so other stuff recognizes what it is. Fortunately, because I switched around consoles in my youth, I am used to having button prompts not match up with the buttons on the controller. We're just gonna go right past this. Gonna nope right out of here. Oh, hi. Looks like they aren't quite following me, but who knows. I'll crouch just to help. Oh yeah, it is a fair, because honestly there's no way you could tell I'm playing on a PlayStation controller without me actually saying it, because, you know, all the button prompts are in Xbox. Yeah, whatever, I'll just assume we can't see this far. Yellow. Dang, that hitbox really do be lingering. This is not MGR, and I cannot cancel my attack with dodge. Yeah. Still don't have the timing down. Okay, that actually hurt a lot. Black flames are getting wasted though. Oh, not elegant, but got the job done. Yeah, Rodon's dead. Let's see. Probably want to go back to Exsanguination. And... or not, actually. Let's try something. I really don't know what talismans to use for offense if I'm not bleeding them out or hitting them with a lot of attacks at once. I guess I use the bastard sword. 10-bit. This is my third fucking playthrough. I've 100%ed this game twice over.
Oh, mountain of fire! Bake me in your flames!
But yes, that backseat is exactly why I didn't want to stream my first playthrough of this. Hi, Alexander.
Ah, good sir. What business might you have in such a place as this? I hardly think you're here to temper yourself with flame, considering that fleshly form of yours. Your timing, though, is impeccable as ever. I've been making just the thing for you on my journey here. Take it. I'm sure it'll suit you to a T. But, it's hardly more than lukewarm here. I won't be able to temper my body such that it'll never crack again. Perhaps I'll head eastward. There's an old saying I've caught wind of.
A part of me would believe that because humans can be that dumb and weird.
Peak doth soar. Here lieth the flame of ruin, which ever burning roars. Perhaps I'll head eastward. There's an old saying I've caught wind of. Above the
Oh,
Hey!
see ya. Where was the... there's the item on the shore. Okay, I think I'm on the right... yeah, I'm on the right route right now. Okay. I see where I made a wrong turn. Actually, why not use a shield? Oh, those hurt. Ah, almost went for one shot. That's a pet peeve, alright. Yeah, may as well. I got 6 left, whatever. Guess I won't use one of those and take off my original idea, which was... there we are. Warmstone. Alright, we can make use of bleeding out here. And I can also facilitate my healing with Talisman. I also need to play Sekiro. Hey there, Anthony. Wow, a lot of old faces have popped in today. Wonder what the occasion is. Also, it's been over an hour and I've not obtained a single smithing stone yet. I've got the wiki open in a tab that's not currently visible. But man. I know there's 2 stones I've locked myself out of. I think there's 14 total you can get per playthrough. Fair point, Alyssa. Oh, I'm looking for the ancient smithing stones. You know, the ones that are the max upgrade material. Because I know where they are. It's just before NG plus... Get it. Get them all. Because you can only get so many per playthrough. Oh, right, bear. Yeah, I'll stick with what I got. Hold circle. Yes. Yeah, I've got the flamberge, so that way I can have bleed damage while still being buffable. But I don't like it as much as the bastard sword. Should probably give it wild strikes too. There we go. That's what I needed. Should not have unlocked. There we are. Oh, it's a rare day that I get to stagger one of these rune bears. And stone 6. You know, that might also be why a lot of people bought it. They probably thought it was Lord of the Rings. Which, oh, that's stupid of them. I know there's also the whole George R.R. Martin thing. I remember... Okay, could they, like, stop throwing first thing... Okay. Oh, right, the interview. So, I've watched bits of the interview with both George R. R. Martin and, I guess, a paraphrased interview with Hidetaka Miyazaki. As far as the collaboration went, they just kind of met up, chat about the broad strokes of the world, and then just let the From Software fill in all the details. So, while it wasn't like a huge collaboration, well, yeah, not a huge collaboration, but collaboration nonetheless. And therefore they got to put his name on the marketing. And I bet that drew in people. Hi there, bear. Goodbye, bear. He couldn't bear to live another day without his rune bear. Fair question. Because they renamed the ring slot to talismans. So I'm not sure if there are any talismans that are actually rings. I mean, you can equip runes, which are a part of the Elden Ring, but I don't think that really counts. Because they're called runes. Oh yeah, we're close to where I need to be. What's up, robustness? Oh yeah, the runes. By the way, this whole playthrough, if you haven't noticed, I never actually went to a divine tower. I beat the game without actually using a rune. Alright, so it was... The first time I just went through it like I think I would have wanted to. Or just however got me through it. The second time I decided I'm not going to summon anything. No spirit ashes, no phantoms. Just, you know, solo all the bosses and the entire game. And then the third time I'm like, yeah, fuck soloing everything, because some of these bosses are clearly designed with help in mind. After actually fighting them solo. So, I summon Ash more so than I summon Phantoms because the Ash tends to be more useful. But for this, I was thinking, oh yeah, just no little lantern thing for the side. Where is it? Yeah, to not use this and instead use an actual torch that takes up a slot. There's a minor modifier. And then I just ended up accidentally also doing no runes, because I just never had a reason to equip it, and hello! Okay. Dang, that's a lot of damage. And this thing's crazy! Oh man, that's gonna hit me again. Okay, it's dead. Damn. Would you just stop yelling at me like a Twitter user? You know, I don't... Did I fight Millennia on my second playthrough? I should have. I believe I did. I haven't yet on this one. As I mentioned, I wanted to get duplicates of everything, so I can dual wield them. But that meant I had to 100% explore the map a second time, and now I'm kind of burnt out on that. So the third playthrough, I'm just like, yeah, let's not do that and just do what I find strikes my fancy. And while I wanted to get the quest done so I can get all the upgrade materials and whatnot, I just got too impatient and ended up killing the Elden beast. Kind of locked myself out of a few quest lines, but whatever. I'll just deal with it then. Get what I can, move on. I say, dual greatswords is nice. This is two-handed greatswords. They're alright, but one-handed greatswords is, not good. Actually, I think two-handed greatswords are weaker than one-handed, statistically. I know, an odd thing to say, given you have the strength bonus and the super armor, but I remember learning about how the super armor formula actually works. And it's your current poise divided by 2 plus 30. So that way, you know, you don't get an absurd amount of armor out of the super armor. Except that means that if your poise is like over 60, like mine is, you actually have less poise when you two-hand it than you do if you one-hand it. And given you can get up to 100 poise in the game, yeah. For every armor build, it's actually better to one-hand than two-hand for stuff with super armor. Oh, hi. What, me doing jump attacks? Oh yeah, they hit harder. They are their own attack category. Yeah, different... Oh, hello there, double thrust. Anywho, let's get some healing going. Frenzy Storm. Oh yeah, this is also the new fashion I'm thinking of going with for the next playthrough. I tend to decide what I'm going to wear for most of a playthrough beforehand. Just because, you know, I've gone an entire playthrough wearing the same thing and get kind of bored of it. But I kept the parts for my old outfit, which is this. This is what I did the third playthrough on. Oh, hello. I didn't quite think you'd be a boss fight. Yeah, just... okay. Alright, that's one down. Alright, that's all the annoying sorcerers down. Alright. And they did. Does this game have awesome boss music? Yes, yes it does. Oh, yes it does. Yeah, there are a lot of bosses in Elden Ring. I think there's like 168 total, because it's a big-ass world. Okay, now I can go on Selen's quest line. Congrats. Okay, let's level up. As you can see, I'm level 316. No, we'll be leveling up intelligence to 50, I think. Okay, I got those two unlocked, but I really haven't haven't restored any other runes lately. Just put away the extra stuff. Oh yeah, alter outfit, alter garments. I'll keep those. Oh, I can't alter the guilty hood. Alright. That, let's just teleport. I'll make use of this then. Grave. Where are we? There is... Oh, I don't know where to go then. First step, third church, blah blah blah. Wait, really? Well, I know where to navigate on the map from here to there, though, which is here. Waypoint Ruin Cellar. Okay. Yeah, they've kind of... I've been playing around with it or not need to actually meet someone to level up.
There you are, my apprentice. Shall we commence the lesson? What's this sorcery, my apprentice? Ah, then you have seen Master Azure. Master Azure was a founding Glintstone sorcerer, and my first teacher. A stern judge of men. But he must have seen something in you. You make us both proud. We can speak more later, my apprentice.
Alright, so if I complete your quest line, I can get an upgrade material or a unique dagger that I already have one of. But maybe I could have two of, but I'll just stick with one.
If you recall, I was exiled from the Academy of Rea Lucaria. It was for attempting to restore the primeval current of Glintstone sorcery. The toothless pedantry peddled by the Carian royal family can rot for all I care. I want Glintstone sorceries that open our minds, unbound by terrestrial taboos, no matter what we give in return. My apprentice, I presume nothing. Teacher and student are not bound to tread the same path. But hear me out, my apprentice. I need your help to restore the primeval current of Glintstone sorcery. Perhaps this is a journey we could take together.
We'll say... I think Glintstone sorcerers are fucked up, and I hate all of them from a lore perspective. I can't deny they're powerful, so I hate them from a PvP perspective. So, yeah, fuck Glintstone sorcerer. But I'll be using it soon enough, it seems. Since my int is going to be increasing, finally.
You must have a fabulous teacher. I need your help, my apprentice.
Flintstone sorceress? Yep.
Glintstone sorcerer. And like Master Azure, he was banished from the academy.
I remember faster.
Can you find Master Lusat? With this
I mean, I can't say you're wholly wrong,
boundary that encloses him.
but I can't say you're wholly correct either.
I need him to restore the primeval current of Glintstone sorcery.
Skyrim, but better, maybe.
Child of the stars, such is his body now. After his expulsion from the academy, I heard that Master Lusat returned to his home, a place called Celia in the east. Thinking about it, I wouldn't be too much of a leap to...
Okay, I need to go find Lusat. I wasn't fully paying attention for that. I can hear it in the knee. Yeah. Also, part of the reason there's a boss every 8 minutes is because I know where the bosses are, because I've explored everywhere. This isn't really the right way to go. If I'm going to go there on foot, I mean, may as well, actually. Give you a sense of the scale of the world. And I'll go via horseback as well. Do I have... Yes, I did bring it with me. And then I will put that on as a secondary. There we go. Swyhander's good for horseback. Swyhander's good for a lot of things. tempted... No, wait. Yeah, I should go across the bridge. So I learned what powers it. Oh, reliable pass. Ah, that's so true. So true. As I said, I was using just twin longswords and twin broadswords for like the bulk of my playtime. And now I'm starting to branch out, and the Zweihander is just really good. I guess Ultra Greatsword as a whole, rather they're called Colossal Swords now. That's a weapon type. In case you're wondering why there's embers all the time, that's why. Don't get to see anymore. Now I'm just imagining every time you swing a Zweihander or a pass gets sent flying. Anywho, we're in the right direction now. And go past here. Grab a Trina's Lily. Actually, Anthony, I did not kill her. And maybe you know what I mean. Anywho, we're going into the Nope Land. Like, you can go here pretty much almost from the start of the game. And yeah, it's a nope place. Like, that. Most people say no when they go over here. I mean, I can give you one clear example. That thing. Also. Oh no, wait, not quite there. But yes, if you liked Blight Town, you'll love this place. Well, there is a way to not kill her. I'll say that much. Oh yeah, these things. You know what? I know I got the fist equipped, so let's just go with the shield. And... yeah, I guess. Yeah, Zweihander's good. Okay, where... oh, right, I remember where I was going in here. I mean, I could teleport because I have that power, but I choose not to because I don't want to show the world map. Make no spoilers for that. Although I guess it is technically spoiling stuff by going through the area. Don't like how weapons clip through the Great Shield when I got one on, but Great Shields are, well, they're great. Yeah, this sword, okay. It's just okay. You know what? Let's try out the curved greatsword. As I said, I've been meaning to try this out. Yes, it feels a little slow for what it is, but I don't know. I mean, twin blades are cool. Alright, it's hard to tell when you have the shield in your back. Like, seriously, From Software's the unique position of having... Like, most games that have a lot of weapons, they're all basically the same animation set, different stats, but here, like, it's literally different animations for every weapon type, even on a per weapon basis, like this unique heavy attack. Like, you have that for the long sword's heavy, and this for the broadsword's heavy, and even then you still have different stuff with different weapon types, so it's all these weapons feel very different, because they all handle very different. Now, what did I want, though? I need some reach. Some bullet past that. Yeah, I was remembering one time I did actually dual wield curved great swords, and they do feel better dual wielding. Swing faster. Oh, sweet. 2 hits to bleed them out. Except there's 3 of those guys now. Maybe this will take care of one. Nope. Gonna throw it again. I have not really gotten cold procs off of that. So, I don't think it's a great thing to use then. But I don't have a second one upgraded, so I can't really dual wield curved great swords. Okay, what do I want to do here? Probably an armament sword. I know claws are fun. May as well take out a second curved great sword if I can find one. Guardian Sword Spear is nice. Yeah, that's rough, but yeah, Dark Souls 1 is still a good game. Definitely clunkier than this. Like, I think I still had 4 directional roll in the first game, which is why unlocking is so good. Really, where are the curved greatswords? Added flails. Haven't really used them much. Don't know if they're good or not. Okay, seriously, I probably passed the curved greatswords, didn't I? So there's the curved sword. There's the curved greatswords. I also make use of Morgoth's cursed sword, but I don't know. For having an open slot for Ashes of War. Oh, maybe you should try Demon Souls. Oh, there is no poison Demon Souls. Add that in Dark Souls 1, just be aware of that. Some attacks still have hyper armor, so there is that, but like, you don't have passive poise. Let's see. Was not upgraded, so not going to use it for realsies, but for testing purposes. 3, 4. 1, 2. Yeah, it swings faster. It's slightly faster than one-handed, but not significantly. This one, though. Emily, oh, right. This game's pinwheel. What drop is it? Oh, I check out the claws, right. Lifesteal Fist on these is fun. There's not many enemies you can land it on, but like it's very, very satisfying to land. I believe Prepare to Die has all the DLC included. Yeah, it's the DLC. Oh, the Zweihander is really good in Dark Souls too, although it does require some skill on the user's part to actually use. You have to make use of, I think, swing manipulation in order to make it really good. But yeah, it's a high stagger, high damage. You just have to use swing manip to overcome the slow speed. Although, as far as Prepare to Die versus the remaster, there's like a couple of quality of life things, but overall, people agree it's a worse version than the actual Prepare to Die one. Like they kind of fucked up the port a little, and they aren't really fixing it. Especially modding support, because all the mods were for Prepare to Die. Where was I going? Oh, right, I still have that equipped. Let's change that. Oh, the Zweihander? I think it's a quality weapon. In Elden Ring, it's actually a dex weapon, which is interesting. But I believe in the past games, Zweihander is a quality. If not a strength, but probably quality. Yeah, that's true. You don't really need the swing manipulation much. It's mostly for PvP to throw off swing timing so they don't, they fuck up the dodges. But for PvE, it's only a slight advantage. Oh, very much a strength weapon? Alright, cool. Because yeah, in Elden Ring, it doesn't show here, but the dex scaling's higher than the strength scaling. By a little bit, though. If I go into standard, I think it'll show up with like a C versus a D. Also, back to my new duds. This is really the only helmet that I really like in this game. So finding stuff to match with it is part of the difficulty of fashion in this game, even though we got capes. Even though we have these fucking bat marionette things. No, I know there's a grace around here, but I'm not going to look for it. It's a little hard to find. Well, yeah, no matter what, an Ultra Greatsword is going to require some considerable strength to wield. Not just as a base requirement, but it should have decent scaling with strength too, but the primary scaling, it's either even or it's strength leaning. Anywho, this place is going to be a bother to run through because there's glintstone sorcerers here, and they're invisible. I mean, they show up if you're like 5 feet from them, but, I can shoot from further than that. As I was saying. Oh, this way. Whatever. Actually, is there an alternate way around here? Maybe. Oh wow, 1247. I mean, 2 hours and not a single smithing stone, but hey, we made progress, and oh, hello. Yeah, just evade that. Move to the side, because I don't want to do this path, because there's two of them. Then I guess we can just go up here. Well, the Zwei and the Gleamore are both dependable weapons, although if we're talking Dark Souls 2, yeah, they're still both dependable weapons, though the Claymore doesn't look as cool as it does in the other games. Aha! So it is a strength weapon with a secondary quality. Oh, right. I could sit down and take off the actual word to show you the actual standard scaling here, which I think is inverted. Yeah, standard gives you a D in strength and a C in dex. With his Y-hander and Elden Ring. That's interesting. It's the same thing. I guess it hasn't really changed except for the upgrade path. But yeah, I went quality with mine, which gives it a double B. Because I have I did some leveling stints, so now I have all stats except for int and mind at least 50. I got 60 vigor, 30 mind, 60 endurance, 50 strength, 50 dexterity, 36 intelligence, 50 faith, and 60 arcane. I was using arcane as my primary damage stat the first time around, and now that I've leveled up stuff a lot, I've got strength and dexterity up, so I can pretty much use everything that I'd want to use. Well, almost everything. And I got faith up because I was using faith to buff things, and now I'm getting intelligence up, so I actually am not restricted. Of course, to use all the spells, I need to have 70 intelligence, which is a lot. I'll see you later, Frost. I guess I'll see you Friday, because it is Sunday. Or on the Discord if you're there. Hey, 10 minutes to when we're supposed to end, but that's only when we're supposed to. Though it is getting hot, and I do have work tomorrow. Well, I guess technically work. It's paid training where I get paid to be trained, which is pretty good conditions. So it is technically work. Oh, getting paid to be a student, really. Oh, you're really lost now. Anywho, I am not quite sure what spells I want to have. As I mentioned, I've only recently started to actually use spells. Like, as part of my regular stuff. Like, Black Flame Blade. I like it, but it's not always ideal. So this thing, it lasts like 7 seconds. Or 5 seconds. I think it's 7 seconds with the talisman. Very short, obviously. However, it adds a good chunk of fire damage weapon, and it's Black Flame, which in Elden Ring causes damage over time, where they lose 2% of their max health over its duration. So, and it stacks. It's not like a refreshing timer; it's the stacking effects. So, put Black Flame Blade on a fast weapon, and then I can chunk through some enemies, or burn through, more literally. The Electrify Armament, I should probably throw a fire buff in there. As far as their auxiliary effects, nothing much. Dexterity may impact fall damage, but not by a significant amount. No, I think in Dark Souls 2 it's adaptability that affects item use speed, but in other games it's dexterity. So higher dexterity means you can cast spells faster and you can use your items faster. But in Dark Souls 2, I think that was shifted to adaptability. So really, strength and dex are primarily for the stat requirements and stat scaling. You know, you got your dex-based weapons and your strength-based weapons, and outside of that, they're not really used. Not really that big. Same with int and faith. They're for the stat requirements and the stat scaling on stuff. I'll take care of you. I know I used dragon spells a lot early game. Early game, in the early part of my multiple playthroughs, I used dragon spells a lot. I guess lightning spear. Probably just use lightning spear. There are some really cool faith spells, but I feel like just a plain old simple lightning spear gets the job done very well. Tapped it back out for the answer. Yeah. Oh, hi, Sora. Yeah, I forget about the adaptability stat because the thing is, in Dark Souls 2, or in most Dark Souls, to take a quality build approach. Actually, it may. Dex may affect casting speed. I know adaptability was item use speed, though. That I remember. But yeah, Dex may actually be casting speed in 2 as well. But yeah, I forget about adaptability because once you have it leveled up sufficiently, it really doesn't impact anything much. It's just at the beginning when you have low adaptability, you have like no iframes and you use all the items very slowly, and it's really horrible. And why the fuck did they make that stat? And then you have it leveled up and you forget about it. It's not a problem anymore. Yeah, it's a dumb stat. A really dumb stat. Can go for Frenzied Burst, which is a decent sniper, but there's also, again, Lightning Spear. Yes, it does. Adaptability determines how many iframes you get while rolling. Which is why it's a horrible stat, because when you start the game, I think you have 1 to 3 iframes. When in a normal game, you have like 7 to 13 iframes on a roll. But on the other hand, if you max out adaptability, I think you have like 22 iframes. It's definitely a difficulty tweak. I've been talking a lot about Souls game stuff. I finally got the Selling Quest started, which is what I wanted to start at the beginning of the stream. But went the wrong way entirely. Other than that, just wanderings around. Yeah, not much. And trying to trying to determine which spells I should be using, though. Because there's Blood Flame Blade, Poison Armament. Yeah, Poison's good early game, but it doesn't really scale, so it doesn't have long-term viability. Order's Blade, cool, and Blood Flame Blade. So yeah, that'll give me a fire weapon. And then I guess I'll make use of Order's Blade, and I feel like a high stagger spell will be nice, but I don't know what I should use. Yeah, fair. You could use a shield the whole run. There's just a lot of spells, and like I'm not sure which ones I should really be using. Maybe Scouring Black Flame. Okay. Yeah, trying to find this place the first time was really a bitch and a half. Mostly because some people would have found it naturally, I just happened to miss it, and I'm like, where the fuck is this guy? And I think I ended up reading the wiki ultimately. I feel like I kind of ruined my first playthrough by, Okay, so what really started to make my first playthrough a bit frustrating was there was the Banished Knight set, and there's the Unaltered Kuros. You get the Altered Kuros in, like, one of the first areas, or you can. But the Unaltered Kuros, I'm like, where can I get that? Because I want to have it for the fashion. And it's not, it's a long ways into the game. And of course, since you have to look on the wiki to find that out, you end up kind of mildly spoiling yourself, and it's just kind of goes downhill from there. Wasn't able to keep it fully blunt. That's also why I try not to look up unlockables and things, because you get too fixated on it and you get frustrated the longer you don't have it unlocked, even if it's something you have to basically 100% the game to get. Then you just don't enjoy the journey, and once you have it, you're like, finally, you feel relief. Not enjoyment, not fulfillment, just relief, and then you have no game left to play. As for this guy, they are stone-based. Yeah, it's all hand draw work. I mean, I guess also punching them will work, but there's also Morning Stars, too. Ah, the grass crash shield. Wait, did I never go into this cave? Why is that? Hold on. Oh, I never completed the cave. I just unlocked it and then fucked off. Huh. Yeah, in Demon Souls, I'd say a shield is almost mandatory. Like, you're either two-handing your weapon, or you're using a shield, or using an offhand catalyst. But in 2, they introduced power stancing, so you can dual your weapons effectively. And that, in addition to the slight nerfs to shields, so they don't do 100% absorption most of the time. And those two combined make shields a often poor choice in Dark Souls 2, though still usable. In 3, they went back to 1 with the overpowered shields, and they got rid of dual wield, or rather, they had pseudo dual wield weapons. Just didn't really cut it. They're back to dual wielding in Elden Ring, but it has to be the same weapon type. Okay. Goodbye, snail. Yeah, in Dark Souls 2, if weapons were similar enough, you could dual wield them. Like, you could dual wield a longsword and an S-stock, or a pike and a rapier. And they definitely power stance together. But in Elden Ring, you have to have two of the same weapon class. It's thrusting swords with thrusting swords, straight swords with straight swords. No mixed types. Am I even going the right way right now? Yeah, I mean, I've been doing some dual wielding as well on the stream. Oh, I couldn't see it because it was dark. In fact, I don't think this is the right way, it's just a little extra alcove. Yeah, with some stupid glintstone sorcerers. And he just gave up on life. Okay. Equivalent to the grass crest? Yes, it's the turtle shell shield. Oddly enough, I'm not using any stamina regen boosting items, and I really haven't been. I don't feel like I need them. Well, except for the Flask of Wonders physique. Right, so the Flask of Wonders physique is here. Yeah, there we go. So this thing is... You pick this up someplace, I won't say where, and there are certain ingredients you can mix into it, and you pick those up, I won't say where. And you basically make a buff potion for yourself that you can use once per rest. So for me, I've got HP regen and stamina regen on there, so I'll use it in boss fights. Oh, hey, and speaking of boss fights, I think it's just Crystallians up here. Yep, the Crystallians. Okay. There are also many torches in this game. And in case you're wondering why I'm using this torch specifically, torch given to protectors of the Erdtree. Its flames are bestowed with a special incantation which allows the bearer to see assassins cloaked in veils. It reveals invisible enemies, as long as I have it equipped. Even on my back, still reveals them. What else did I want, though? You just... Oh, that's because you don't know what glintstone sorcerers do in their free time. Anywho, I'm gonna just dual wield these. So, as you were saying, like, dual wielding... Sure, I've got the normal moveset with the ultras, but then I can swing both of them at the same time for even more damage. Let's just go with the increased buff duration if I don't know what I want. Guess I'll electrify armament then. Not really sure what they're weak to. Alright. Right, I forgot that actually wanting to parry them is a good idea. Alright. There's the damage. Okay, and then there's a shield with parry on it. Yeah, see how much little damage that their post does? With these guys, you have to poise break them first, and then their defense drops. Okay, would you just break stance already? Jesus. Oh, hi there, Scarlet Rot. I fixed that. Yeah, I like having a singular build too, so I don't have to really think about it, and I need to be more careful with the Scarlet Rot. Okay, that's one down. I can just make use of that. Yeah, all my buffs are gone, huh? There we go. Oh, because you haven't seen the weapon art for this. As soon as I have a good opportunity. It's a little long. There we go. Okay, now then, let's pop a Frenzy Stone. I know, right? How kind of them. I will say, though, actually, like, taking the time and thought to plan out encounters goes a long way. But yeah, it is a lot of time to do that. Especially like in Devil Survivor, you'll find like the fights took me like a half hour because I'd spend 20 minutes just planning out how the fight would go. And then we'd actually execute the fight. Not always, but yeah, they often are. Anywho. I'm not... Well, I am in the right cave. I'm not in the right part of the cave. Let's see. Oh, you're that far, but yeah. Yeah, so this is the other ultra that I like, the Godslayer's Greatsword, because it actually... I don't want to lose the blood splatters on this, ironically enough. But yeah, it's a bit shorter than the Zweihander. It's a little bit shorter. However, it has unique R1s that are a bit faster. And of course, the weapon art uses Black Flame, which has the same dot effect as all Black Flame does. On top of extending the reach of the blade for the swing. It's a potent fire damage source. Anywho, I think I'm going the right way. You have to head backwards. Not go towards that screeching and wailing. Instead, go down here. Okay. Somebody wants to die today. Here's the right spot. Yeah, I know black magic, or rather dark type magic in the first Dark Souls just dealt physical damage but scaled with int. which made it stupidly overpowered. And goodbye. In the second game, you had to increase both faith and intelligence, and I forget what it had its own damage type. And then in 3, I think it was also still its own damage type. Here we have the Black Flame, which is obviously faith scaling, it's a type of fire. Hold on, I think that... Yeah, it spotted me. Okay. Let's see, that's... No, that's good. Actually... That's not far enough. Although it may... I went underground. I'm out of FP. Ow. Okay. Those things can be quite deadly if they catch you by surprise. Good thing they're weak to holy. As far as a delay with a message, I'm directly on YouTube chat now, so if you're thinking of restream, I stopped using that because it started getting buggy. I really didn't care about Twitch. But yeah, there is still a stream delay. As in, from when whatever happens on my screen, there's about a 10 to 30 second delay on average to when it shows up on your screen. And then there's a delay of you seeing that thing and then typing out a response, and then me noticing that response and reading it. So overall, we're talking like 30 seconds to a minute between when you've typed your thing, or rather, from when the things happen to when I read your response of that thing happening. That's why backseat gaming, especially, is just both impossible and infuriating because, you know, there's that delay, the stream delay that you just can't get rid of unless Comcast decided to actually do their fucking jobs and make the internet better. Yeah, it starts off with a 10-second delay, but depending on your connection, like if packets drop or whatnot, it may become longer. Like in Alyssa's case, because her internet is very, very bad, it's about a 6-minute delay, if not longer. But yeah, in ideal cases, you should have at a minimum a 10-second delay. As in, whatever you see on screen actually happened 10 seconds ago. Aha, there were more guys. Okay, camera, don't try to kill me now. Oh yeah, I think maybe before it was maybe like a minute or two, I'm guessing. Yeah, I mean, it kinda is. It's the responsibility of the infrastructure and the ISP, and Comcast is technically responsible for both. They're also responsible for lobbying for all the red tape to prevent new ISPs from coming into the business. So yeah, my first and primary reason for wanting to leave the US, cropping back up into conversation. Yeah, I'm just gonna teleport back to Solon. And I won't zoom out so you don't know how big the map is. Should be around here.
My apprentice. Give me a moment later. I have a favor to ask. The form you see before you is merely a projection. My body lies elsewhere, but the Academy's shackles prevent it being moved. My body is on the Weeping Peninsula at the southern tip of the lands between, imprisoned in the ruins just down from the Church of Marika, past the plain of the Wandering Mausoleum. Can you make the journey to my body? I have something that I can only trust with you.
We're about 20 minutes over. Let me talk with this. I kind of feel like we should finish Solon's quest, but also know I shouldn't drag this out too long, because I have stuff to do tomorrow.
I am truly pleased to have you as an apprentice, and a kindred spirit. This is a mere token of my thanks. Please, take it.
And it's just going to keep getting hotter in this room.
Full step closer.
That too.
Masters Azure and Lusat can be admitted. If only I could.
You know what?
Body is imprisoned. Can you make? I have something.
Let's actually just finish this quest line. Let's actually take on the one upgrade material, please. Let me just get one smithing stone. One ancient dragon smithing stone. I don't have any of the graces here. I have ignored this entire peninsula. Okay, we gotta travel. Like, it keeps the icons that show me, like, oh, there's a cave here, or there's a fort there, or whatever. You know, this stuff, it says Waypoint Ruins, or whatever. Like, it retains that between playthroughs, but obviously the graces get relocked, so I can't teleport places. Ugh. Alright, we can ditch that. Yeah, I'll go with the fists. It will take you a lot longer to travel just because you're probably going to want to kill everything on your way and you don't know where you're going. Maybe you're even traveling on foot instead of horseback. As of for me, like, you know, you run past everything once you get experienced enough and you're like, I don't want to fight all these guys again. Forest stone. Oh, right, the death root. If you give them all 10, if we're talking about the guy I think you are, then you can kill him or you can give him 10 death root, and I'd rather give him 10 death root because I'm not a ruthless bastard. There are times where I can be ruthless, and maybe times where I can be a bastard, but never ruthless and a bastard. Yeah, I'm on the right track. Yeah, I generally don't like being an asshole. I prefer to... one of my core philosophies is to just not make enemies. Like, I know there's people I dislike, but if I don't have the means to, you know, crush them, then I'd rather not let them know that I dislike them. That way, we can keep being on at least neutral terms. I don't have to deal with you messing with me, and I just avoid you. You know, usually take a non-aggression stance. Which often puts me on amicable terms with a lot of people. And who knows, maybe my initial impression of them was wrong and they actually are worth befriending. But as far as when I am an asshole, it's when I'm really in the mood to joke around, I can be a bit impish. That's for sure. And as far as ruthless goes, I'd have to be, like, emotionally drained, I think. Because then I just can't be bothered to give a shit. That's usually when I'm most ruthless. Yeah, I don't want to go through this. They've all got the taint of madness, and where I want to go, I think I took a wrong turn, to be frank. Oh yeah, now I remember. It's not this way. Yeah, it's not this way. I did take a wrong turn. Oh, that one time he's hostile is actually normal. You're supposed to fight him until he gets to, like, what, 80% health or something? There's, like, some threshold. Some health threshold you have to hit. And then he's like, no, stop, I've come to my senses. You don't need to keep smacking me anymore. And then you continue as normal. But, yeah, I get to see you just went all the way and killed them. Which, fair enough. I really do like how this Zweihander's heavy attack on horseback just... it launches enemies. I love that. You'll never see it in PvP because you can't use your horse in PvP. But man, that is just a fun thing to see. And hitting the light attack is really hard. I think it's because I'm used to using the long sword on horseback. So the heavy timing's fine. I can just hold that, drag it, and then let go when I want to. Well, yeah, I can drag it for a while. Also, we should get the grace up here. Oh, but wait, if you kill them, that means you don't have all the rewards for them. Oh, right, that one shield you mentioned, if there's a grass crest equivalent, because I personally don't use it, but it does exist, and I should... oh, and another shield you should see. Here we are. So this is the grass crest equivalent. It's just a turtle shell with a handle. Shield fashioned from a great turtle shell. The natural curve helps it contend with foes' attacks. The turtle is a symbol of tirelessness, and the shield boosts stamina recovery speed. Oh, you probably skipped it. Yeah, there's other bosses too. Well, other boss too, where you can end up... he's supposed to surrender, but you can end up killing him too fast. Now, the other unique shield that I think you'll be keen on is this thing, which is a Jellyfish Great Shield. And the reason why you'll be interested to see this is because that's an attack buff. Yeah, and they have to go deal with some glintstone sorcerers, or rather their pawns. I haven't used a jellyfish before because it doesn't look nice to me, but also, I don't know. I just think I wasn't using great shields at the time, and now I'm like, I don't think I want to rely on it. Despite me also still using great shields, especially the health regen great shield, I end up using that a lot. I think it's fine with my parry shield then. Also, hello. Oh, and just so you're kind of aware, I think there's about 25 stone sword locks in the game, and there's like 50 keys. So, unlike with a Ubisoft title, you don't... You really aren't going to be strapped for keys after the beginning. Alright, we still have, yes, the right thing. What kind of buff do I want for this thing? Electrify, Blood Flame, Order... I guess I'll go with Blood Flame since my other attack buff, Flame, grants me strength, increases fizz damage by 20%, and fire damage. Probably overbuff. Yeah, probably overbuffed. You know what? I think I can remember some cosplays of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles using that exact same idea. You can do it. I believe in you. Yeah, the Blood Flame Blade. Is it Blood Flame Blade? Yeah, Blood Flame Blade. That, far less fire damage than the Black Flame Blade, but it lasts a lot longer, and it also gives you a static amount of bleed buildup too, which isn't going to see much use on a Zweihander. It'll only really be noticeable on either a very fast weapon or a weapon that already has bleed on it. Now then, I need to go down there, into that swamp. It's not poison though, fortunately, but there are a lot of marionette soldiers and a hidden surprise by the staircase. And yeah, that's a thing too. Are called walk-in mausoleums, and you know how there's the whole boss souls thing, where you can give them to a certain smith or other individual to then turn into weapons or spells? That lets you duplicate one. If you can take it down, you can use the mausoleum inside to duplicate a boss soul. Only once though, once per playthrough. Oh, it is a poison swamp. Well, it's not a... Okay. Well, it's not a Scarlet Rot swamp, that's for sure. Okay, I think that's all of them. No, that's not. Yeah, so in Elden Ring, you can actually crouch to do your rolling attack. Yeah, you can roll, or you can crouch, which gives you a lot easier access to it. I have not integrated that into my moveset, but it does make Colossal Swords quite good, since you can poke with them pretty quickly.
My apprentice, thank you for coming. These shackles take a toll.
Two Malaria. Ah, right, yeah. Well, you can get two souls. You can't get two identical boss weapons in the same playthrough.
A star has fallen, and my fortunes waver. Someone may come for my life, and so I entrust myself.
Alright, time to do something very painful. I mean, look, Millennia is basically the goddess of scarlet rot, which is effectively malaria.
My essence. Please, treat it with care. Treat it what you hold.
Alright, so now we got that. Now, where to go next? This quest line, I think. I'll try going back to Selim's projection. If not, there is another place I can go. Nope, she's not here. Where was it? There's a primal glintstone. Glintstone from within the sorcerer's stone's body, seemingly half alive, blood vessels are visible within. In essence, a primal glintstone is a sorcerer's soul. If transplanted into a compatible new body after the original body dies, the sorcerer will rise again. Yeah, they practice body swapping. They practice body merging, because you know that whole stone ball thing with all the faces? Those all were used to be mages. And then they all fused into that one giant mass of unintelligent rock. I mean, the glintstone sorcerers are wholeheartedly into human experimentation, and not the kind that's meant to advance humanity. No, it's the kind that's just meant to advance sorcery. Just kind of why glintstone sorcery is as powerful as it is. Alright, and there he is. Although I have to go deal with the outside first. I think. Coming? Hey, coming. Yeah, I don't hear combat music.
Expected to see the champion of the festival here, of all places. Well, whatever the case, she's dead now. Just put it behind you. She was known as the Graven Witch. Obsessed by the primeval current, countless sorcerers fell to her hand.
As I was saying, they don't really care about human life.
In the entire history of Revengeance's academy. It is strange, though. The woman, she was like a husk. Her soul already fled. I suspect Selin lives on elsewhere. I'm sure she'll turn up eventually, in another body. A sickening thought. But one that won't stop gnawing at me. I suspect Selin, I'm sure, a sick.
Yep. They're both nice fellows. Okay, can I scroll up to the spot before enemies find me? Good question. I need to go way up. To about... Yeah, here should do. Wait, I've never done Selin's storyline? Huh. Well, yeah. With Selin, we do... I think it's her heart, going by the description. But it may as well be a kidney stone. Either way, her soul is inside. Oh, right. Well, at least there's no more wolves here. Huh. Yeah, if you can... There's a couple of endings to it. Of course, I've done both since I've done multiple playthroughs on this character. But you get... Actually, get this either one you get, which is her hat. But you can also get... I'm not sure if I should say the... Yeah. You know what? Don't think about what's happening here.
My apprentice. Just how long has it been?
Yeah, no, 10 minutes.
You've helped me fill a new body once again, and it's truly a gem. Young and full of vigor, a snug fit for my primal glintstone. Better still, I've shed those awful shackles. Finally, I can return to the Academy to expel the Karian royal family and restore the primeval current. My dear apprentice. I owe this all to you. Finally, I can return to expel...
Alright, and then from here we're on to the final stage. Yeah, if you really know where to go and beeline it, the quests aren't that long, but given they take place over a massive fucking world and you have almost no clues on where exactly the next stage is, yeah, you can miss a lot of quests, and they can take a while to complete. Which I think is pretty cool if you're going in blind, but if you have a guide, you're thinking, why the fuck is it designed like this?
Where did he flee, my sweetings?
Yeah, you don't need...
From whence he hide?
What do I want? You know what? Let's use the daggers. Okay, so here's the ending. You can help Selin, or you can help Jiren. Because that guy, he kind of helped you fight Radahn, and Selin helped you learn sorceries, and I think you can guess what the rewards are. Oh yeah, so in order to start her quest line, I guess I'll spoil this much, you have to find a certain sorcery, and then go back and talk to her, and then you'll have the option that will start her whole quest line. Before then, she really is just a person that sells you spells. And Jiren's just a guy that helps you out with all the demigods. But they're actually intertwined. And here, at the end, you have to kill one of them. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to do. So if you help her out, you get a special dagger, and her armor thing.
Graven witch.
And Jiren's set, I think.
I vow this time to crush both your flame and your primal being. And
Oh, frostbite already. So yeah. Help old Jiren out. Get Sellen's bell bearing. You get her glintstone crown no matter which ending you pick. That's a universal reward. Oh right, you also get a new sorcery if you help her out too. She does go back to selling you stuff with some new stock. Other.
my thanks.
And you get Jiren's armor set. You actually get a lot more items in terms of quantity.
That Lady
But...
might have found herself
But...
but I didn't know he was talking about you.
And whenever it gets to it.
You've helped me fulfill an old promise. This is the least I can do for you. Please, take it.
Yeah. That's what you get for helping Jiren kill her. Mm-hmm.
Well, I must be leaving now. Brave warrior, if the fates deign it. No, we shall indeed meet again at the next glorious tourney.
So yeah, if you help Selen, you end up killing him, so you get his armor set, you get her glintstone crown, you get a glintstone Chris, and one new spell. But like, the moment you're at the area reloads, she's back, even though Selen kills her. Yeah, the person responsible for her respect, Selen kills her. But she's back, because, you know, she just revives herself with the hero rebirth thing. It's bullshit. And then these messages point to where, yeah, Selen has a sad ending either way. So, you know that big stone mass of sorcerers? Yeah, Selen becomes one of those. It's a... And, of course, you can kind of talk to her, and she doesn't recognize you. She can barely even, her int went from a 20 to a 3. That's one way to put it. However, where is the spell? It's not one of the meta spells, but it's a decent... Yeah, I think it was Shard Spiral. For twin projectiles that form a spiral as they travel, this sorcery can be cast repeatedly and while in motion. Sorcery of the Carlos Conspectus, the most venerable of the Academy. This is the product of a failed attempt to create a new comment. Yeah, I guess you could think of it as Alzheimer's. Though she couldn't speak at all. Yeah, you get one new sorcery from her, you get the Glintstone Crown, you get Jiren's armor set, and you get... where is it? Glintstone Chris. So I do have Jiren's armor set. I don't plan on getting it a second time, because I don't want... I mean, Ancient Smith and Dragonstone, that's like, why else? But there is Jiren's set. Because the first time I did help out Selen, because, you know, he taught me a lot of things and was overall rather kind to me, and Jiren did not have as long-standing a relationship. But then the second time, like, alright, let's do the other end, so we have completion's sake. Which means, for the sake of completion, I will be an asshole in character. After that, though, I do whatever I think is right, now that I have the complete picture. Of course, I'm just going greed on this quest route, getting that smithing stone every time. And where the hell is Jiren's gauntlet? What's this set called? Eccentric. Eccentric. There it is, Eccentric. And then Eccentrics... There they are.
Where did he flee, my sweetings? Come out from whence he hide.
Yeah, so his Kuros is actually pretty good because it's really nice land snatch type of Kuros because it's just the breastplate and the cloth. So we want to use it with let's see. A thing that ends up looking pretty good with it is the Night Helm.
Where did he flee, my sweeting?
Speaking of Alzheimer's,
And whence he hide?
nah, it's a non-aggression zone. But yeah, as you can see, it's pretty nice for some fashion.
Come out, say I. Or will he be gravestones?
There's Jaren's set. His weapon's the Flamberge, which you don't get from killing him. You get it elsewhere. You don't need to kill him for it. And the Glintstone Chris, which is... Again, can't show you the moveset because non-aggression. This one is... Ritual Blade once presented to Landel by the Academy of Ray Lucaria to celebrate their newfound peace. Though the weapon is embedded with precious glintstones and features Erd-tree ornamentation, the undulating blade is symbolic of an ancient ritual. And it has a glintstone pebble as its thing. Let me just... Yeah. That's his weapon art. Unfortunately, it's not actually that great of a dagger. Nor is it that great of a weapon art either. And if you want all the weapons, obviously you gotta do it, but for completion's sake, you're really just missing out on Jaren's armor set and this dagger and that Twin Spirals sorcery. Right, there's also because you can alter some of Jaren's set. And that would be one reason to get a second set of it, so I can have both the altered and unaltered on hand. That's why I have two sets of a lot of armor sets. But yeah, you can alter the head to not have the hood, at which point you learn his beard is not an actual beard, it's part of a mask.
From whence he hide? There are books and light aplenty.
I tried it, I don't think it has a special follow-up attack. Or does it? Oh, follow up with a strong attack. I was hitting L2. Fair enough. Yeah, it's R2 for the follow-up. I thought it would be L2. Yeah, I think this is actually weaker than the version that you can put on any weapon. It's like the regular Ash of War. I think this does more damage, but it has far less stagger. Something like that. I just remember data miners finding out that the regular Ash of War version is actually stronger than this special one. Forgetting which way though. So again, you really aren't missing out on much. Unless you like the armor set from Jaren. Again, you get this either way. Doesn't matter which side you pick. Anywho, we finally got one of those, which means we can finally call this stream at an end. Boy. Finally, almost 3 hours in, we have the first smithing stone. That's a proper quest right there. So, I'll thank you for watching. Have a good night and a good week. Next time we meet, assuming you're not on Discord, will be Friday. Have you well. Got an AC to turn on.